There are typically 3 times we negotiate our salaries: with a new job, a promotion, or a raise. But let's make sure we take this from the top. We'll start with a job search. In this module, you'll learn how to understand each stage of the job search, what to expect, and who you'll be speaking with. How to know your fair market value. What's the exact number we're going to ask for based on our experience? And how to get actively recruited by recruiters. And by this I mean we're filling out far fewer apps, and let's hope we never have to do another cover letter again. So let's dive in to knowing the process. Lesson 1. This is the typical job search process that I've seen over and over again. It starts with us, the job seeker, on the market. Once we move on and have secured interest from a recruiter, the recruiter sets up a phone screen. That phone screen is typically about half an hour, where they're asking us basic questions that we can typically predict, just to get a sense of, are we worth the time to come into the office, spend what will probably be 2 to 3 hours with teammates in that live interview. Once we pass the phone screen, we're on to the live interview. And we may have 1, maybe 2 live interviews in the office. Again, this will be with the recruiter, with the hiring manager, likely with at least 1 peer. And if you are managing a team, at least 1 subordinate. Often, roughly 5 people or so are going to interview you for around half an hour apiece. Then we move on to the offer stage. You've passed your interviews, congrats. Now you're getting the offer. This is typically going to happen over the phone with the recruiter. This can happen with the hiring manager. More often than not, I've seen this will happen with the recruiter. The next phase that typically comes is the counter offer. Again, you are negotiating with the recruiter. And then we're on to the promotion. So that is, we have gotten the role, congrats. We've been working in this position for at least a year, and then we're into a promotion conversation. And that's going to happen with our manager. I should caveat through at least a year. I think this depends a lot on your industry, your team. We'll talk much more about that once we get to that section. But here's the pickle. Most people start far too late. This is when most people start thinking about the negotiation conversation. I can't tell you how many times I get calls that sound like this. Kira, I think I'm going to get an offer tomorrow. Can we talk? Kira, I just got an offer. I don't know what I should say. Do I take it? Do I push back? What are the words I use? Now, there's still a lot we can do. I don't want to tell you it's too late. That's not really fair. There's room for negotiation at that phase, but I promise you there is far more room when we start earlier. And we'll walk through how to do exactly that.